I don't often go out and tell people that I play. I don't go down the street kind of going, oh, I'm Caesar, I'm Caesar, I play Caesar. No, I don't do that.
When you try and get a table at a fancy restaurant, and they go, sorry, sir, we have nothing, and you go, and they go, oh, Mr. Sir.
Andy and the boys, Terry and all the guys, dictated the level of performance, and it was there every day. I felt like I could have rocked up hungover, and there's going to be so much coming at me. No, but I mean, in terms of like, you know, there's so much coming at you that you can't help but, you know, be drawn into it. And when that call went up with all the boys, he'd send out the call, and the other guys would respond, and they'd get it going, and you'd go, you know what? Here we go. We don't mean any harm!
They're apes, man. Do you think they understand what you're saying?
Do they look like just apes to you?
It was amazing and incredibly sensory, you know, to see them and hear them. I was more taken with Andy as an actor than necessarily his ape work, which is also really amazing.
Apes! Do not want war! Do not come back.
The film oozes with artistry in every department. The technology is so good. And
that was my biggest fear as a director, was I worried that somehow the technology would somehow be an obstacle to performance. And then once I understood how it worked, the whole idea was that we did the scenes the way you would do any other scene. And it was basically about all of the actors coming together and staging and doing the scene. The complicated part is everything that happens after you do that, where you have to reproduce things, you have to get shots without Andy in them, and then Andy talks everybody through, I did this, do you remember this? And that's a wild kind of mind game.
The detail of what I enjoyed, I think, maybe it's partially because of the 3D, where my eye would wander a little, and there's like 3 apes back, and there's like some character, like there's all these like faces and sort of like, and they're like these scratching.
Yeah, absolutely.
I just thought it was fantastic.
Well, that's the fun of the movie, yeah. I mean, we went back to that ape village and we did a day in a life. And it was just like guys throwing gourds at each other, having lunch, doing, you know, scratching themselves. And those details, And we did things with children. You know, Terry taught his children how to walk on those crutches. So Terry would have his children jump up on his back. That day in the life stuff, that rich stuff, which is so fun to do. And Terry was amazing at staging that stuff. It was beautiful.